So, my friend, I'm Explorer Archero. Do you know what artifact you have? The work you hold in your hand is the fairy chimneys in the Cappadocia region, which is unique worldwide. The geography of Cappadocia is so impressive that it has accumulated many fairy tales. When we think of the hundreds or even thousands of horses that we call Yelki among all this natural beauty, it is fascinating to know that the other name of this region is the land of beautiful horses. Come on, my friend, let's examine the fairy chimneys fairy tale story together. It is truly frightening to know that a series of disasters thousands of years ago created this fascinating environment. Thousands of years ago, the mountains of Erciyes, Hasan, and Melendiz started to spew lava with a violent eruption. Immediately after, lava continued to spread to the earth from volcanic areas such as Melendiz and Göllüdağ mountain. My friend, this volcanic activity did not happen once, these mountains repeatedly spew lava for hundreds of years. Tons of ash and rock masses scattered into the sky when sprayed spread over the present Cappadocia region. These natural events affected the people living in Çatalhöyük so much that they painted this moment on the walls of their houses. When we look carefully at the mural, we can see Mount Hasan spews lava with its two cones. So, what happened when the anger of these majestic mountains subsided? The rain was falling from the sky, the wind blowing from the hills, the winding streams from the plains, and the ashes that came out of the volcanoes and spread to the Cappadocia region eroded over time. Fairies, unique in the world, emerged from these eroded places. Here, we call them fairy chimneys. You must have noticed the massive stones, which we call hats, on the fairy chimneys. When you look at the fairy chimneys in more detail, you may have observed that some of them have doors and windows. How weird, isn't it? I wish fairies could look at us through these windows. But in the past, people used these fairy chimneys for various purposes, such as houses and warehouses. People even built huge cities and castles by carving these rocks in some places. Some of these are underground cities such as Derinkuyu and Kaymak, and castles such as Uchizar and Ortahisar. My friend, if you visit Cappadocia one day, you should definitely stop by the underground cities. When you enter the underground city, you will feel like you are in a different world. After the narrow corridors, I am sure you will have great admiration for the people who built this city when you encounter the extensive galleries that open tens of meters below the ground. A question may immediately come to mind: why did these people build houses, storage rooms, assembly areas, and places of worship here? First of all, the most significant factor in building these structures is that the rocks can be shaped very quickly, even you can create a huge city with the help of a spoon. Another factor is that the underground temperature is always equal. Just imagine that your house has a temperature of 23 degrees in summer and winter. You don't need to light a fire to warm up or open a window or air conditioner to cool off. But the most significant factor is undoubted that these areas are very sheltered and secret. These places have only one problem. I think you must have thought of it too. Underground cities are a little dark, which doesn't seem like a lovely place for those who are afraid of the night. But ancient people found the solution to this problem as well. In order to illuminate the underground cities, they burned the marrow they obtained from animal bones. This technique is viral because it inspires the underground cities very well and does not produce smoke when the bones are burned. In addition, after rubbing the fresh straw a little, they spread it on the ground. They discovered that the phosphor in the straw starts to glow when it comes into contact with light and can illuminate the environment for a certain period of time. Finally, I need to tell you about obsidian, which is volcanic glass. This black, glass-like stone you see is formed by the cooling of lava from volcanoes. This stone is so beautiful that people have shaped these stones throughout the ages, making different weapons and ornaments. Archaeologists have found many historical artifacts made of this stone during their excavations in the region. It is possible to see some of them in many museums in the area.